Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's been...
No, that's not what I wanted. God damn it.
Show is brought to you by Costa's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Good afternoon, Nathan's Famous fans, Sabret's fans, and Hebrew National fans, and welcome to a special pre-4th of July weekend hot dog eating contest edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox, coming to you live on the airwaves of WWNN Radio, along with the streaming, and that's where you want to be today, the video stream on the South Florida Live channels.
People have to see this.
YouTube,
they really do.
And Facebook. Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be a circus, Mayo. It's going to be a complete circus. Maybe like the height of your broadcasting career is about to take place today on this show.
Well, those who are on the video stream can see that I'm holding in my hands right now. We have, it's Degenerate Friday, and we have action on the line. The Defo laid down the challenge yesterday, whether I could put down 7 hot dogs with
the
buns.
over-under number is 6 and a hook.
You can't do a half. Sarni's talking about a push. There's no pushes.
There's no
all
push.
or nothing.
You either go 7 or 6, and that's what you get credit for.
Well,
no, it's not like we're asking you that the degree of difficulty. I don't think is that bad because I think the first 2 for you are gimmies. The way you've been eating. You had 3 meals last night in the span of 2 hours, including one that you sent back that they gave you a reciprocal and reasonable facsimile of later on. That was much better, and you ate that anyway.
That was at Dada with Dickstein. And no, I did not eat the replacement pasta after we had a little bit of a pasta snafu there at Dada. And I guess we could get into it now. You know, my stomach is already like in pre-contest mode. I'm already getting a little bit of agita, a little bit of indigestion. I got to just kind of...
That's not a good sign. I mean, Joey Chestnut doesn't talk about indigestion. Indigestion is not in this man's vocabulary. He talks about Kobayashi and mowing this sucker down year after year to the point where the guy went absolutely batty. I mean, he was not Earl Batty. I'm talking about bananas. The guy went nuts because he couldn't beat Chestnut anymore.
Well, let's set the stage for this pre-July 4th holiday weekend edition.
Do you dig the hot dog contest, though? Do you like watching it? Because I like.
I love it.
I
love it. A lot of people think it's
right
disgusting.
up your alley.
They think it's American excess. But as a Brooklyn boy who would always go to Nathan's Famous, I mean, to me that meant summer. My annual birthday tradition, even in the years since I've been living down here in Florida, I would always kind of venture up to New York when my parents, my dad was still alive and my parents had a house in Brooklyn. I'd go up there and then in the last, whatever years with my daughter, and we'd go on June 17th, my birthday. My tradition was going to Coney Island, riding on the Cyclone, and then going to Nathan's for hot dog lunch. And it would always have to be that order. I do not recommend putting down 3 or 4 hot dogs.
No, the hot dogs before the Cyclone, a mistake. But let me ask you this. I mean, was it the dogs or the fries? Because the fries were sensational. I mean, unparalleled at the time. And I don't know that anybody's come up with French fries as good as Nathan's since.
Crinkle cut. And the key is you got to get them well done because there's nothing worse than like a soggy undercooked crinkle cut fry. But once you get them really nice and crisp and throw them in the fryer extra long, they come out, it's a beautiful thing. My quintessential lunch is just have 2 Nathan's hot dogs.
I could eat 2 dogs and the fries.
And the fries. And then you get one of those orange.
Shake.
They have that special orange, like an Orange Julius punch. It's kind of like an orange drink. It's not carbonated. It's a very beautiful thing. And that's what I do when I go to Nathan's. Now, of course, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest takes place every July 4th at high noon. and I love watching it. It's become a nationally televised event on ESPN. It's absolutely disgusting watching these guys cram 60, 70 hot dogs into their mouths, and they, the technique there is they would never eat a hot dog like,
No, this is why
person.
your degree of difficulty is much higher.
Yes,
your
lot
7
higher.
dogs is your equivalent of about 30 dogs. What with the soaking?
If you
Yeah.
just eat a hot dog, I could probably pound 10. Yeah.
No, not 30, maybe 20, maybe 20. Here's the thing though: is Joey Chestnut? I mean, with apologies to LeBron James, Michael Jordan, any of the guys you want to put in the equation, Joe DiMaggio, is he not the most dominant athlete in any sport that you have ever seen?
It's up there. It's up
No,
there.
I mean, that's crazy what he's able to do.
Blowing these fields away,
with
blowing them
food.
away. Yeah.
And not just the consistency, but the longevity. I mean, it's incredible to just keep going and going.
It's amazing
and
he isn't dead.
he mows everybody down like a tremendous machine. He's the secretariat of
He really is.
competitive
The secretary,
eating.
the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Now, I'm a little bit daunted here. Let me give you the tail of the tape because, again, I'm trying to eat
You
7
didn't weigh
hot
yourself
dogs.
before this, did you?
No,
I
I did
mean,
not.
okay,
I'm not going to
then
do
don't
that.
do that. Don't do that.
But what I did
No
do is I
poundage.
looked at the the calories and the nutritional values on the packages.
No, you can't do that.
Now the hot
Don't
dogs,
do that.
I could disassemble these and just slug down 7 hot dogs, just with no buns.
Dogs no
Probably
bun. You could probably do 7, but it wouldn't be great.
It would probably be really easy because it's these are Hebrew
Man.
National hot dogs, 150 calories in each dog, along with 13.
Who's counting calories? You're in a food eating contest, for God's sake.
I like to just give people the proper setup of what's going on here. So, and again, each hot dog has 13 grams of fat, 5 grams of saturated fat, 480 milligrams of sodium. Zero.
Wait a minute.
Why do you want to know all this? I wouldn't want to know any of this.
480 milligrams of
each
sodium
one.
is enough to kill an elephant.
Yeah,
One
that's
dog.
a lot.
That happens
One
to be
dog kills an elephant.
21% of your recommended daily value of salt, sodium in one hot dog. So
One
and
dog.
The good part
you're
is
gonna have like
for-
150% of your daily allotment, and this is a very generous allotment of salt. In gestation.
Now, the good news for like a pre-diabetic such as myself, 0 sugars and
Oh, good. There's a plus.
only 2 grams of carbs in each hot dog, but we haven't gotten to the rest of the
You could
story,
read
the
all this
buns.
material. Listen, Donald Trump, you could read all this material you want. It's not a good idea to storm the Capitol building with people with guns. Okay? That's the bottom line. It's not a good idea to do what you're doing.
No, but you
What
encourage me.
kind of lame rationalization with sabermetrics are you going to here? You're
No,
going
I'm
with
just-
food sabermetrics.
No, I'm going with. I just want to give the stats before we get into what might be my final Lunchbox show. And
No, it's not
yeah, so
you signed a contract
and-
this the other day at the station.
and I'm
This Dick
desperate.
Canellis is no fool, man. I mean, he knows you're going to be good for. At
Yeah,
least
and
another year.
it's a good thing he ran that disclaimer today because there might be some. I can't sue myself if I basically.
Well, I
have,
mean, yeah,
permanent damage.
he's not responsible for foolishness of the show. Let me ask you this though: on a Nathan's versus Needix, I don't think that it's even close. But Needix still was representative with a weird slice of bread as the bun. No, remember Needix?
I don't even
hot dogs?
remember the Needix. I remember going.
No, it was
to-
like kind of on like a bun that seemed like almost a loaf of bread.
I
by
never really
comparison.
did. I
Needix
never
was good,
did.
and they had the good orange drink. That was the best orange drink anywhere.
No,
Needix.
because back in the day, I mean, I guess there were a couple of Needix still around, but it was either
Penn Station
Nathan's-
had a big time.
Oh,
Needix.
okay,
No
you're
question,
right.
man.
Then I
Yeah.
don't remember their weird bread. Very strangely, but I do
It
remember.
was different than any other hot dog bun you've ever had. The Needix bun.
Well, if you
it-
go
it- what's that?
if you go to New England, they have that split top hot dog bun, which is basically a piece of white bread that they it's like a deformed piece of white bread that they somehow mold into a hot dog bun. They call that a split top roll.
Well, that's New England.
use
man.
it
They're
for-
always, cheating
yeah.
on a premise. Yeah, exactly.
They use it for lobster rolls. They use it for hot dogs. They're very weird and puritanical up there. They can't bring themselves to use a proper bun. They have to like somehow fashion a piece of white bread.
There you go.
That's
Political
their very Protestant Calvinistic methods there. Hey, but
You can't resist taking shots certain times, man. That's what I love about you. You can't resist like a couple of body shots in there. I mean, you're like my man Leo Santa Cruz, who was a great champion down there in the lower weight divisions.
No, my
always
friend.
the double left hook to the body, right at the end of every combination.
I am going to be like a combination of Butterbean and Robert De Niro at the end.
You
of,
better be in good shape at the
Jake
end of this.
LaMotta.
That's all
you
I
know,
can say.
I am at the end stages of the Jake LaMotta weight gain.
What was the best line though in that movie, Raging Bull? I mean, of all the things, my favorite line, and this was a Jersey Kyle thing.
Go for it.
Well, I mean, and it applies to this show. I mean,
Yeah.
and everybody that listens and watches, and especially at this stage of your life, for some bizarre reason, Mike Mayo, who has somewhat of a food death wish, like he's the Nick Cage of food in Leaving Las Vegas. But all right, so
what was your favorite line?
Well, the mafia guy says to as he's setting up Jake to take a fall and then get the title fight in Chicago, and they're sitting there at the restaurant booth, the very fancy restaurant, and he says to Jake, "Looks like you put on a few pounds, right? All right," which is what we're thinking. This is what you've gone through, like since you became a food critic, and then LaMotta looks at the mafia guy in all sincerity and says, "I'll take it right off." And that's I say this to myself every day, Mike Mayo. It looks like you put on a few. I'll take it right off. And then you go about the business of doing it.
That's your favorite line. I'm going to clean up my favorite line because we're not strictly on the streaming yet. But it's when Jake was lamenting that I guess his brother Joey fixed the fight at a certain the welterweight or whatever, and he was lamenting like he didn't know how he's going to make the weight. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And Joey LaMotta just looks at him and he says, "A little more effing and a little less eating, and you'll be fine."
That should be the intro to this show. It really should.
I was going to say, that's great. I might have to find that.
All right, so let's set the stage for this thing, though.
Let me just finish with my stats because I'm a numbers geek.
Why do you want to know all these things? Why do you want to know this?
Why don't you put the shift on, put everybody in right field? What are you talking about?
Here we go. So the total for the hot dogs, if I do consume the 7 hot dogs, it's 1,050 calories, 91 grams of fat, 35 grams of saturated fat, and a whopping 3,360 grams of sodium, which is 175% of the recommended daily value. Now the buns is where things get tricky.
This is white bread, huh?
I got the Martin's potato rolls because I said if I'm going to go down in flames, they were only 10 calories more than the regular Wonder Ones.
All right, we'll give it to you.
And I love these because they're delicious. The Martin's potato buns, 130 calories.
Lubie, you okay with that? It was supposed to be Wonder Bread. Are you okay with this?
Oh, that's dumb. Yeah, what do you mean? The potato bun is way more.
Okay,
bread. He's going to lose
10 calories more. I
Potato
have to consume 70 more calories by consuming the Martin's potato guns. Total for the buns is 980 calories. So you combine them two together. If I do down these 7 hot dogs, 2,030 calories, which is basically a full day's calorie consumption that I will have in one sitting, and then I just won't eat again. I'll just be drinking water the rest of the day.
Remember when bloated Shaq was trying to run up and down the court there at the tail end of his tenure with the Miami Heat? I mean, he was eating like 2,000 calories a day at that point. So this will be interesting. All right, I believe actually in my heart of hearts that you're going to do it, and you're going to get off the hook.
I don't know.
You're going to do it.
I might have to go Joey
Chestnut. First 3 go down easy. First 3 go down easily, and you're way ahead of the pace. All right? I believe this is going to be the case. Now, and as I said, with degree of difficulty, it's not like we're asking you to chug down a quart of beer in between each hot dog. So you do it at your own pace. Now, I'm thinking you're way ahead of the pace. You're 21 and change at Lone Star running the first quarter, but in a 1 1/8 race. And now if you're going to throw in mustard, that's going to be. How about some onions? Why don't you get some relish and onions while you're at
onions?
it?
Onions? No,
the onion man, the greatest there.
I broke out my 2 bottles of mustard from my fridge, the Gouldens, which is
Defo's choice. Or something? What is that?
No, that's the Zatarain's in honor of your New Orleans trip. Zatarain's
Oh,
Creole
I have a hot sauce for you, by the way.
Very tasty. But what I'm going to do is, after I down the first 5 hot dogs without mustard, as a final flourish on each of the last 2 hot dogs, I'll do 1 Gouldens and 1 Zatarain's for the final 2 hot dogs. If you get there. Yeah. If I get there, I might go Renegade Joey Chestnut on the last 3 or 4 dogs and rip the hot dogs out of the bun and just eat the hot dog meat and then dunk my buns in water. I don't know if that's allowed or not.
Said you weren't going to do that. I mean, you're changing the rules in midstream.
No changing. Okay, so
what are you, Adelaide Bird? I mean, you're going to give the fight to Canelo? Are you kidding me?
So you want me to actually do it, consume it like normal people eat hot dogs in the bun?
Well, that's why we made the numbers so low because you set the standard.
Fair enough.
the
That's fair
parameters
enough.
before the
Yes.
contest. I mean, now you're going to change it up, but we got to add a couple of dogs. No,
No,
what do you think?
okay. We're keeping it the same. I'm going to have to
Yeah,
slug
don't
them
mess with
down
this.
in the bread.
Don't mess
I
with
mean, we may have
and
to go 8 in a hook. If
and
you're going to do that.
I don't know why my heart is getting a little verklempt right now.
Because it's a lot of
Because
hot dogs, and you're not going to
Because
do it. And
you
now I'm
don't like
annoyed.
to lose. You're a gambler. You don't like to lose, like all of us. And you don't want to come up short here.
4 would be no problem. The other thing is,
you also have a substantial, like a decent amount of money on the line here. I
Yes,
mean,
you
you're
do.
talking about probably 2
Oh,
sticks
that's
for the
what it
tab
is.
there.
yeah, it's to
That's
get
what
out
it
of the
is.
bet I
That's
lost about the
annoying.
Panthers
Versus
in the first
$16
round.
worth of appetizers at Dada we're asking you to put up for your entry into this competition to get off the hook with your bookie for life. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore, Defo. This is all this
I
is
love
all in
it.
honor of your birthday, and I don't.
Well,
know.
I really appreciate the effort here. So we're going to get into that.
It'll going to be after
and there's a lot
the
to
first.
do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and there are probably some qualifiers that we should read here. I mean, this is not the responsibility of Vic Canellis Media,
Yep,
anybody connected with WWNN. Jody, we're sorry. I mean, we're sorry that we're doing this here on the show, but I don't think the number is enough to knock this man unconscious.
No.
But and the way he's been eating and describing stuff, I think this is nothing for him. I really think it's a walk in the park.
What I fear most, Defo and Lubie, is embarrassment,
Yes.
and nobody wants to go down. As the
everybody.
Next,
I mean, who's in this business that doesn't fear that the most? What are you talking about?
but like, I really don't want my food legacy to be, Roberto Duran, where I just say no
fail.
mas, and I just
If you don't make it, it's okay. And that was Duran's excuse. Remember that? The
What, that he
professor
had a bad hot
brilliant
dog?
well, I mean, there are 2 guys that have come up with this excuse about the hot dogs. And who was the running back from UCLA that I often reference? Wendell Tyler.
Okay.
All right, Wendell Tyler had a particularly awful game one day for UCLA. He was a top-notch running back, and he eventually went on to a decent career in the pros. May not have been that long. And they asked him after the game, they said, hey, Wendell, I mean, that's like your worst game of your college career. And he said, well, you know what? The problem was I went to Pink's Hot Dogs before the game and had 2 chili dogs, Pink's in L.A.
Oh, yeah, I remember the story.
And Roberto Duran said that he had a couple of hot dogs before the Leonard second fight. And that's what upset his stomach to the point where he couldn't take it anymore. And that was the reason for the no mas, was a hot dog.
Well,
so you're in the ballpark.
You're right in the
Mayo.
company,
You're
yeah.
up there with the greats. Wendell Tyler, a football fame, great college player, good pro, and the great Roberto Duran, who you
Well,
mentioned with the hands of
I'm
stone.
excited. I'm a little jittery, and my heart is fluttering. And I don't know. You've heard about pre-diabetic. I might be in pre-stroke mode, but I'm gonna be.
I think you're going to do
all
it.
that
You know what?
sodium.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I got to be honest here. I'm nervous, but I'm willing to, I guess, do anything for the art, for the show, and we're gonna do it in this second block. And right now,
Noble
we got to
talent,
talk
yeah.
about. We got to talk. How much fun was that yesterday, Defo? You were
I
out
wish
of the mix.
I wish I'd been there. Yeah, I missed out entirely. The Mustang had a little medical thing I didn't know about.
That's all right. All good.
And so, I would have been on the phone. I would have ruined the video cast. So
No, it worked out fine, and that Timon Baloo is just a fantastic
he was
chef.
great.
And that
Oh, yeah.
restaurant, we've got to get down there. Maybe we'll settle the debt down there because it's a really cozy, great
there'll
restaurant.
be
Not
no
too
settling
expensive.
unless you fail here today.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So maybe
We're
we'll have
even
to
at
have
that point, yeah.
late birthday celebration.
And telling me, I'm down. That
The
place is great.
Catherine, a really, really cool spot, and it was great having Neki Mohan and Timon talking about Trinidad and the Trini heritage, and it's all part of
Mohan.
our-
I mean, I love Mohan, and isn't Trinidad and Tobago that's her like country
Yes.
of origin, right?
Yes.
Oh, she took a good. Yeah, it is, and she took a great shot at me yesterday, Defo. Because I was kind of ragging. We were talking about the end of the show. She wanted to talk sports. I brought up Serena and kind of said, I'd really like to see her maybe just kind of focus for 2 months, get back in shape, and see if she can make a run at the U.S. Open. And she just said, Mayo, who are you to be talking about, Serena Williams and her conditioning? And she said, he said, the only grand slam that you've ever seen, Mayo, is at Denny's.
Yes, that was great. And it was like a Defo line. She said it like
Mohan,
in rhythm.
man, coming
It
up
was
with
great.
the goods.
It was
I mean,
strong.
that's why we love
She's
her,
strong, and
But you're not a professional athlete that's competing at the top level. I mean, this is a marvelous tournament. I'm watching Wimbledon right now, and I mean, it's great stuff all the way through, from the opening rounds all the way through to the final. And I, like we said, we don't begrudge Serena going out there. She deserves whatever farewell tribute she wants. If she really thinks she can win the tournament, which was a little bit far fetched, then good. God bless her. Let her go out there and do her thing. I mean, who are we to say don't do it? Go for it. You would have liked to see her in better shape. That's all.
That's it.
Better
We'll
shape.
see how she shows up for the U.S. Open. Anyway,
Yeah.
visit Lauderdale, and Lauderdeals is talk about the summertime is here. We've got 4th of July weekend. A lot of people are doing the staycation thing along Fort Lauderdale Beach this week. The fireworks are back up and down the coast, and you can enjoy the good life for less in Greater Fort Lauderdale this summer with Lauderdeals, and that's great deals on the hotels, the dining, attractions, spas, and more all summer long. So start planning your summer getaway online at visitlauderdale.com/deals and see all the ways that you can save. You can find great hotel deals on everything from luxury beach resorts to family-friendly suites. Indulge in food and drink specials at local restaurants and bars. Shop Lauderdeals for exciting attractions like Flamingo Gardens and Butterfly World. Plus, if you're a Florida resident, a first responder, or in the military, you'll find even more great savings just for you. From miles of golden beaches to pampering at celebrated hotels, spas, and resorts, the good life awaits in Greater Fort Lauderdale. So shop Lauderdeals now at visitlauderdale.com/deals and plan your best summer vacation ever.
All right, the odds are established here, and I think Ladbroke is going to book it minus 140, Mayo to go over.
Okay.
Minus 140.
So
They
that's
say
the
he's going to do
favorite.
7
Okay.
dogs like almost as a piece of cake here. Like he
Okay.
was eating a slice of Tres Leches after dinner at the Cafe Seville.
Am I allowed to squish my buns?
You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want with the bun. Just don't
You pull
no
this off.
water.
Yeah. No throwing the hot
have
dog
the
on the
bun.
floor
I
for the
think that's going to
dog.
be the technique, is squishing the buns. So I'm going to
That's
squish
fine.
them. They're still a little warm.
I don't think that's going to make any
And
difference.
we're going to see what happens. We're
All
going to
right,
see
all
what
right.
happens. Yeah.
All right, coming back with the hot dog eating contest and the Mike Mayo Lunchbox Challenge in a moment here. You won't want to miss this if you're on South Florida Live. You can get the visual of this, and I think it's going to be a thing of beauty. We'll do our best to do a play-by-play. Holy Dick Edwards.
I'm
What are we
davening over
talking
here.
about? Mayo needs to go 7 hot dogs to wipe out just a hideous and way overdue bet and payment that he's owed Lubie.
Who's the timekeeper? Who's the
I
time?
have a 10
Lubie's
minute
got
mark
the time, and I
set,
think
and I will
Ryan is
start
going to double check it here. He'll be, and we have to give
marks.
minute
I'll give him
warnings
marks.
there for
I'll give
Mayo.
marks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give marks.
All right. Back with the hot dog eating contest, our July 4th celebration on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox in a moment.
When people come to me and say, Mike, where's a great place for dinner? I got friends visiting from out of town. Where am I going to take them? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It is a Fort Lauderdale perennial. They serve the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly setting. Service there is impeccable. Joey Esposito and his better half, Sally, they've been running the place for more than 2 decades. It's been there since the 1980s. It has some great food. They just recently expanded. They have a great bar. You could sit there if you're by yourself. You go in there with a date or your better half, and you can have a nice, cozy table for 2. You can go in with a big group and have a great festive time. They have great sangria. They have paella. They have shrimp with garlic sauce. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. It's open Monday through Saturday at 5 p.m. for dinner. They are closed on Sundays, but please go to Cafe Seville. You won't be disappointed. Tell them Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like wings? Do you like burgers? Do you like ribs? Do you like late night food? All this and more at Shenanigans. There's 2 locations. East side is at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. And then there's the original in Hollywood, right across from TY Park on Sheridan Street. Pat Utter and his crew, they've been doing it a long time, almost 30 years, and they do a great job. It's a neighborhood place with a casual feel, really good food, good value. They have drink specials every day, beer, coldest on draft. Anytime that you want, the late night food, the kitchen is going until past midnight, both locations. They have outdoor dining if you need it too. Shenanigans is my place to go. You could also call up for a pickup right through a drive-through window on the east side. That's at 954-923-3008, 954-923-3008 for your takeout, pickup. Go to Shenanigans and tell them Mayo and Defo sent you.
All right, nothing like the tradition, 4th of July. A lot of people are going to be grilling. Hey, what do you got? You got dogs, you got burgers, and everybody wants a hot dog on the 4th of July. The 4th of July contest became just an enormous event. And, of course, it takes Mike Mayo back to his roots. So we welcome you back to the Lunchbox. I kind of gave you a second there to get yourself together, Mike Mayo.
Well, I also
I
just threw on the YouTube link on the Let's Eat South Florida Facebook group to see if people want to check out my actual. We'll see if we could gross out 82,000 people on the. Let's Eat South Florida. And again, I'm a little nervous because Defo, Lubie, I've done a lot of eating in my life.
Yes.
I've never done any competitive eating, none of these food challenges, none of these contests or speed eating. I'm usually one of the leisurely eaters. I like to have a nice conversation.
That's not going to work here.
Yeah. I might eat a lot, but it'll be staggered over a course of time. I might go out with Dixie and eat 4 different meals, but we do it over 2 hours. And it's
2
nice.
hours. You ate 4 dinners last night. What are you talking about?
Okay.
You said 3.5 because you were full. What do you? I mean, you were complaining about this restaurant. It turned out you knew the chef.
I didn't even take a
you
bite
know
of
him
the
to
pasta.
also very talented.
We'll
guy
get
in the
into that
culinary
later.
industry.
We'll get into that.
All right. So I mean, now do you want to do any commentary in between,
Here
or
it
do you
is.
feel like that will take away from your time? How do you want to handle it?
I can't do commentary. I squished my. So I think my technique is
Is there
this.
a hog in there?
Yeah. I could.
Hot dogs in there?
Come on, Mayo. Show us the hot dog.
I don't
what
believe
the hell
it.
is this?
Okay, all right.
You can't run a scam here. This is a legitimate thing on the air here. I mean,
I squeezed down. I squeezed down 5 of them, and then the last 2,
they were zits. Okay.
The last 2 I kept whole intact with mustard on them, one of each, the Zatarains and the Gouldens.
Okay.
I'm thinking what, Louis? Let's try and figure out the competition here. I'm thinking the first couple go down real easy. Mayo, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. The third one, he maybe wants to say a couple of things in between here just to get a little break.
Well,
by the 4th or 5th dog, man, he's starting to really, turn into some kind of, just bizarre cat. And then a complete metamorphosis takes place after 6 dogs. And
do they do it seated or standing up? How does Joey?
They stand up. They stand.
You can sit down. You can
probably better if you did it seated because we can't see
for the video. My thing is
this.
I think he needs to realize he has 10 minutes. I think he's so geeked up that he's gonna go.
Yeah, no, he's ready to go.
Like he's on cocaine.
I say he gets it done in 5
minutes.
It's
gonna screw him up. Well, I think he's gonna eat. It's like when you have your eyes are bigger than your stomach, and then you eat a lot fast, and it actually screws you. So I think if he's smart, he takes his time. He has
look what you said there. That's a big statement. If he's smart, you're talking
I know.
The gambling
gourmet. Smart. I'm not dumb. I'm smart.
About to indulge in something so stupid, so ridiculous.
Ready. You tell me when you want me to mark the time.
You know what? You give us the sign, Michael, and the minute you take your first bite, we'll start the clock here. Over, under, and we'll do a play-by-play. If you want to make comments, just go ahead, and we'll count you down into it. All right? Ready to go. Over, under 7, or 6 and a hook.
6 and a hook.
Each 7 to stave off a debt, and we're going to start the contest July 4th. Here we go. The Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest right here on the Defo version of the event on the Mike Mayo Lunchbox. In 3, 2, 1, go! Mike Mayo. Okay, he's on his first dog. No problem. Oh, he's going pretty quick.
He's going forward. See, I told you.
21 and change. Yeah, this is the way he's going to screw this up here. Oh, he's struggling. What are you talking about here? This is like 20 seconds into the first dog.
Are you kidding me?
He's got to be through with 5 of them within 6 minutes.
Look at this. He's like,
oh my God, he's already tiring. I mean, he looks like Serena out there. He was body shaming Serena. We're still on the first dog. How much time has elapsed so far, Louis, on this thing? Mike Mayo not looking too comfortable.
30 seconds in. He's not even through one hot dog.
What's my pace need to be?
He's got cheeks puffed out like he was Louis Armstrong. No, like he was Dizzy Gillespie. And, wow, he's not even finished with the first dog yet. I thought
50 seconds in. He's not even done one hot dog.
I thought 2 dogs. Is that 1 down? Officially, where's the rest of it? Hold it up. Hold up your hands like you were a blackjack dealer. Oh, you got the second dog coming. Okay, you go at your own pace.
This is 1 dog down. He's still
1 dog down, people. 1 dog down. Mike Mayo needs to go over 6.5 to stave off. He's got about, I would say, estimate an easy deuce riding on this thing, $200.
Yeah,
and
sure.
All he has to do to pay us off if he loses is buy us one appetizer at Dada's. I believe it goes for $16.
Am I allowed to drink?
You can have water.
You can do whatever
Remember,
you want,
time
man. You want to
matters.
screw it up with
Time
some water? Go
matters.
ahead. Yeah,
We're
just
at
don't drown the
8.5
buns
minutes
here.
left, and you're only at a hot dog and a half.
Oh
I'm
my
starting
God!
to get
this
really
pace is
stressed
like
out.
a
I
snail's
got all
pace.
this faith
They're
in him.
crawling out there as we get to the half-mile
Look at
time.
this. Look at this.
50 and
This is
change.
sad.
I mean, we're looking at on the turf
Come
in a
on, you gotta
stakes
look at the
race.
pace.
Mike
Oh,
Mayo,
God.
wow, he's not looking too comfortable doing this either.
No,
And he's never going to make it out to the track today. I mean, we know this is the last
that's
activity of his day.
Yeah, that's
If he doesn't go straight to a hospital. Now, is there an ambulance chasing you just like there would be if you were a jockey trying to navigate your way through
Is there a
this
trainer?
ridiculousness?
Is
Oh,
there a
he's picking
trainer?
up the pace now.
Yeah,
All
now
of a
he's getting
sudden,
furious.
he's going
All right, we have
straight to
two
the
down,
body.
two down,
Whoa,
two down.
Well,
Two
no, they're
down.
not completely
8
down. yet. He
minutes
looks like
left. 8 minutes
Belushi
left.
here. I mean, what am I now?
8
Unbelievable.
minutes left.
8 minutes left. He's got two
Yeah,
dogs
two
down.
down. Look at him. He's
This ain't
already.
happening. You
look
can
at
quit
him.
anytime. You want to throw in a towel, you go Lou Duva.
Defo.
You just
Don't
throw
do
it
that.
in there like you were Vinny Pazienza with the halo on his head. You just say, you know what? It's not good for this guy to get hit in the head anymore. All right, so the premise is this.
Number 3. I got it. Don't even worry about
Dog
talking.
number 3. You don't have to show it.
I
This.
got you.
We
I'll
got you
speak for you.
calculated here. Yeah.
It's 2 hot dogs down. This is number
You're
3.
still
going
chewing 2. You're still chewing
Mustard
2.
on number 3.
He's
Mustard
going
on
mustard. He's already reaching for the mustard.
Three.
Already
he thinks
reaching
he's
for the
got this in the bag.
PEDs.
You
Already
ever seen
reaching for the
anything like this,
PEDs.
Lubie? I mean, this
No.
is as great as any
Nope.
athletic competition we've ever covered in our lifetime here.
My problem is usually guys don't struggle this early. I thought he'd struggle by 4 or 5.
Yeah, I
he
thought 4
was struggling
and
by
5
one
were
and
the
a
turning
half.
point. Yeah, he was already off his game
Yeah,
at
I don't
number
know.
1 here. This is number 3, and it's not going
Yeah,
well for
look at
Mike
him.
Mayo.
He's slowing down.
It looks to me like we're going to be eating those bacon wrapped dates
Yeah.
with the cheese infused in them and on the top. Absolutely
and we still have our
fantastic.
tropical acres too.
And we're eating at Tropical Acres, so we're getting the twin lobster tails down there at
Yeah,
Tropical
for sure.
Acres, and
100%.
we'll make sure we
Fine.
order that. I mean, that gets Mayo a little bit off the hook, but you're still talking about the 3 of us getting that. That's $1.05, and you throw in some wine, a couple appetizers, and next thing you know, Mayo's out of deuce.
All right, 6.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes.
6.5 left,
and
he's
not
still
even
on number
through 3. Not even through 3. This is Defo's
The
mocking
other
you,
players
Mayo.
are doing a Kazatsky in the aisles of Caesar's Palace.
Oh my God, you're making
And
me
any
sick.
place where they were taking action on this, Lubie.
I really believed in him, and I'm really questioning him at this point. We're almost at the halfway point, and he's not even near half of the hot dog.
And he looks sick doing it. He really does. I mean, this is only the 3rd hot dog. He decided to really amplify things and, raise up and amplify the degree of difficulty by putting mustard on the dog, which you don't see Joey Chestnut reaching for the hot sauce.
No way. And then he goes and gets the buns. He was supposed to get, you were going to allow him to get the chintziest buns possible.
Easy
and then
buns.
he goes and gets the thickest bun that is
Yeah.
full of potato. Like, are you
Potatoes.
kidding me?
All right, so the disgusting
3
aspect
down.
of this is he's already down 3.
3, yeah.
Where are
3
we
down.
at, Lubie, on time?
540 left.
Oh,
540
this
left.
is going to come down to the wire.
No,
It's
I
going to
don't
be
think it is.
unbelievable. People are going to be screaming, wire.
All right, this is
But
number
Mike
4.
Mayo here, and this
We're
is
on
dog
number
number
4
here with
This is
5
4.
minutes to go approximately.
Yeah, 5.5 left. 5.5 left.
Having a hook
Hot dog
left.
number 4.
But the chewing is going at a much slower rate. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, you can see what I'm watching here. It's not like you need instant replay to see. The man is just fading in his stretch here.
Yeah,
This is the horse that you were tipped on, that could not lose, that you put your life savings on.
Exactly.
And he gets to the turn and then just hits a brick wall and starts going backwards. And you're thinking, come on with that 6. Knowing that it's a futile plea, to the gods of gambling that you're going to get out of this thing alive. Dog number 4, though, is going pretty well. Wow.
He's
He
getting
got
down
that down
4
in,
quickly.
like-
I'll give him that.
Is he
He's actually
sandbagging
moving
us?
with number 4. Yeah,
This
he's
is number
starting to
5
pick up
now
some
we're loading
pace,
up.
which I'll give him credit for that.
No, this is still 4.
Yeah, it's
my
4.
God.
He's finishing 4. He's finishing 4.
How many are left here?
There's 3 left. 3 left.
3 left.
3
What
left.
kind of time we got, Lubie?
We're at 4.5. 4.5. 4.5.
3
4 and a
dogs
half.
in 4.5 minutes, and he gets it. He
All
gets
right,
off
let's
the hook.
see. Let's see. This is
Can he
getting
do it?
interesting.
Yeah, how are you feeling, Mike? Can you
All right,
answer
so
a question?
4 down.
Oh, good.
He's
Okay,
still
thumbs
got
up
it.
here.
Look at
He
him.
gave us. All right, so
we're
this is
4
good. We got
down.
the signal from the pits there that thumbs up. Means he
that
still has
indigestion.
gasoline left in the tank.
Okay.
He's wobbling a little bit there. He
Okay,
looks
so
like Butterbean Ish getting in there against
Yeah,
a
he's
real
starting to freak
contender.
me out.
Drinking a lot of water all of a sudden.
lot,
I mean,
a
and
lot.
starting to schwitz. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Starting to schwitz
Yeah,
will
it's
be
going down the side.
negative
So 4
sign
minutes
here.
left. 4 minutes left, and he's 4 dogs down. 3 left.
All right. I
to
just
try and
got a
make me
text
right.
here from a good fan of the show, and he's watching right now. One of the great heart surgeons in the country, Dr. Zachariah, Holy Cross Hospital and big with the University of Miami and all the things they do down there. And he says, this man is out of his mind.
Okay, so
Out
we're
of his
getting on
mind.
number 5. What's going on?
He's offering his services. How you feeling with number
This
5?
is 5, and he hasn't even started yet.
That's 5 just starting?
Yeah, I'm officially in the meat sweats part, and I got 3.5 minutes. I don't know. I gotta close.
How are your bowels? How are your
3.5 minutes left.
My stomach is fine. It's the
You just
jaw.
ate 4 hot dogs with butter.
Supposedly, the jaw is what. I gotta shut up. I gotta close like the Silky Sullivan right now. Hold on.
Yeah. Right, there's no extra time. This isn't a soccer game.
3:15 left.
And 3 dogs to go.
And 3 to go. It hasn't
I
even started.
see this
Still
as
chewing.
an impossibility.
All right,
now, there's
come on,
no
let's go.
push.
Pound it. Let's go. There you go.
Oh my God, Mayo! He shovels this into his face.
Yeah,
my God, people, have you ever seen a move like that?
He's going for it. I appreciate this.
And he does an ollie shuffle right after he finishes
Come on.
half the dog here. It's ugliness, though.
Shoving it in.
Oh, he's
come
shoveling
on, 2:45.
He's got to go to the
Don't
water.
go to the water yet. You had a
There's
nice
no way
pace
he makes.
going.
He doesn't make the track, Lubie. There's no way he makes the track.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, this guy isn't going to make it out of bed for the next 3 days. What are you
He's not
talking
getting
about?
through this.
Imagine Chestnut would have 60 of these down by now. 60. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then in the middle of it, he does like an interview because there's nobody in his class anymore. 5 is going down, Lubie. It's going to be close.
I know. He's like in
gonna
the
be a
middle, but then
question.
he hits a wall.
Does he have the will to win? Is the question here. It really, it's gone existential. It's beyond just the ability of the man to consume food. It's gotten into willpower.
We're down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go. 2 and a half. You can quit any time if you wanna tap out. You can quit any time.
There's no quit in you. You're a Mayo. There's no quit in you.
Yeah. That's right. You got to be like Zach Mayo on this one. Zach Mayo.
A minute 45. A minute 45. A minute.
2 more dogs, Mayo.
With 2 left. Come on, at least get to it. At least have the last dog.
Concede if you can't make it. Concede. Don't eat the last 2. Spare yourself. That's it. He's thrown in the towel.
Calling it with a minute and a half.
The time
at 5. Oh my God!
The time, Lubie.
Oh my God! The time is at a minute 30. A minute 30. He's officially calling
Hit the time.
It
hit our sounder there.
Oh my God!
The time. There it is. 8 minutes, 30 seconds.
God,
round number 1.
Kidding me?
And the winners by way of knockout, Lubie Lubitz and Jeff Defo DeForest.
I believed in him. I actually wouldn't have minded losing.
No way, because he wouldn't soak the
I think
bun.
he's sick. I think he's sick.
I
think it's
5 hot dogs. A guy comes to your barbecue, he eats 5 hot dogs. You say, hey, privately to the wife or whatever, you say, hey, don't ever invite that guy here again. Okay.
He's done. Waves it off. A minute and a half left. 5 hot dogs. Doesn't even start the 6th hot dog. I was wrong.
Your
was
Tom,
right.
Louisiana Tom just lost on you. He had you for the over like we did. Now you owe us even more money, Mayo, after all of that. That's unbelievable. This might have been the greatest thing ever on the Defo South Florida Live.
I'm so happy. I love it.
Oh my God! All right. First of all, I have a newfound respect for Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, you couldn't even do 5.
He would have been on 70 at that point. 70. No, you can't eat them. Don't do it. Don't do it. Spare yourself and spare the rest of us too. Yeah.
No, I have a newfound appreciation. These guys are athletes because
it's not easy.
I eat a lot, and when I get that 5th dog, it was just something switched in my body. Besides, like the meat sweats beginning on like the 4th hot dog, it's just my jaw is tired. My stomach, it hit that little pit where it said, like if it keep cramming food down there, it's gonna come back up.
You have to be conditioned though to take in this much food. I
thought I was. I thought between me and Dickstein hanging
that
out,
fancy restaurant stuff you're doing
and
isn't anything like this.
I feel totally humiliated.
Are you all right, though? I mean, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm schwitzing a little bit, but I don't have any palpitation. I was more nervous before because I just did. It's, again, like I said.
You don't like to fail.
When you do something you've never done before, you should never take odds on even money. That's a Todd Schrupp thing. Don't ever take odds on even money on a horse trying to do something for the first time. And this horse had never done any kind of speed eating or competitive eating. Now,
Yeah.
if I did some proper training and maybe I'm not going to make
You
excuses.
might
I
hit the
failed.
over.
Making a lot of excuses. That's all I'm hearing.
You don't
As
need
someone who believes in
excuses. You really don't. You know what?
Excuse
It was a
after
noble
excuse.
effort. I mean, the number was, I thought, like a reasonable number.
And I was, it was a totally reasonable number.
Yeah.
I was totally cocky because I was purposely going slow in the beginning. I thought
Yeah,
I was
you're
going to
messing
close
around.
with a mad rush like Silky Sullivan,
No,
and it
no.
just didn't happen. And
No.
I'm
Too
ashamed.
much bread. It's too much bread.
The
Yeah,
stupid
the bread.
potato
That's the
buns.
killer.
What move
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the potato? That was
Potato
you're talking
buns
about
was a
cocky.
mistake. Yeah.
What
Fatal.
was that?
Fatal
You should have
error.
got gluten-free buns of some sort. Or,
You should have gotten
something
stupid
No.
Wonder
no
Bread and
substance
just.
to it
I have
whatsoever.
some dignity. I should have gone with the Wonder.
Wonder Bread.
Um,
It still would have been hard to do. I
I'm
mean,
still
look.
feeling not the best. We're gonna do a
Are
combined
you a late
break.
scratch for the casino today?
No, that's the other thing. I'm so sick. I wanted to like save myself for the weekend. If I
Should I
if
get you
actually,
a hot dog? On the way out
Oh,
there, you don't
God,
need the
never
Cuban
again.
sandwich today. No.
No. If I ever did this again, if I ever do this again,
Don't ever do it
God.
again. No, do yourself a
No,
favor.
no.
I will ask to do it Joey Chestnut style, dunk the buns. Obviously, that's
Yeah,
the
but
key.
that's
These
gross,
guys know
though.
what they're doing. You have to dunk your buns,
Yeah,
get the
that's gross.
buns all squished
No, that's
up,
an
and just
essential. Yeah.
roll them
I-
down in balls. Because if I just, I could have slugged down 7 of just the hot dogs.
Oh,
on their
yeah.
own,
The hot
no
dogs,
problem.
no
Yeah, that's
problem.
nothing.
Yeah. The buns were the prohibitive
Those buns,
aspect of
and
this.
they got to chew on them, and
Yeah.
it's like the
Can't believe
hinging
that's
of the
potato
jaw.
buns.
It's all right. Let me. Do
No, that
a
was good.
thought
I mean,
for-
so if you end up at Costa's, do they serve a hot dog?
they, you know what? I didn't look on their
They
menu.
probably
but,
do. I mean, the guy has all kinds of stuff
right
there.
now,
but-
the fact that I have to do live spots for some delicious, great food, filling me
No,
with
good.
a little bit of trepidation.
this is
but-
a business we have chosen, my friend.
I know. I actually could go for a slice of their beautiful pizza, that pepperoni
Right now?
with the cup
No
pepperoni.
way, man.
No, give me 3 hours after we lose.
Could you eat a whole
a
pie
couple-
there at Costa's?
No, I'm not doing any more bets.
Well, that's
or
the move,
profits.
actually.
That's the next
is
challenge then.
We just keep changing the food. The wings, they do pizza. Every couple
guys are
weeks.
killing
He's got to pass out. We better let him get the spot in, and then we can
Get
go
the
to the
spotting.
race.
I get the spotting.
It's
Yeah.
I'm not a pretty sight right now. Oh my god! All right,
Is your
Costa
mother
Street-
watching this? Did your mother
No,
watch this?
I don't
That's
know, but my
embarrassment.
mother's aide is watching, and she's howling. She's just howling. Rosemary is loving
This
this.
is the greatest thing I think I've ever
I
done on
love
the air in
this.
all my years in the business. It was
Oh
my
my
favorite
God.
segment ever.
Oh
Fantastic.
my god! Can you
Yeah.
believe I've won the national awards? I helped
You
contribute.
were
to
a
the Pulitzer
prize-winning,
Prize,
award-winning writer
won
in
the
sports.
Society for Featured Journalists first place,
Editing,
and
and all of this stuff.
critiques and essays and the Green
That's the right
Eyeshade
books.
Award. And look at me now. What happened?
I
Once
love
I
it.
was a
You got-
schlepper,
You started doing
All right.
right back to peanut. Okay, what about
So,
this place? Costa. I
Costa.
almost went the other night after I played tennis, but
Well,
we ended up just going to the.
I'm
local
going to go
spot.
at some point when I recover because I
Yeah.
do want to get some of the great pizza, and along with all the great Greek specialties that they have, like the gyros and the souvlaki, spinach pie, pastitsio, which is the Greek lasagna, of course, moussaka.
Let
all
me ask
these
you a
great
question.
things.
What's in the Greek lasagna, though? How is that?
Pastitsio, it's like noodles with the like they call the bechamel sauce. It's like a little bit. It's not tomato
it's so
sauce. It's
good.
like
All
a
right.
cream sauce and
Oh,
a
cool.
little bit of ground beef or lamb. A lot of times they
Oh,
use
nice.
ground lamb in the pastitsio. It's a beautiful dish,
All right.
and eventually I'll be able to eat it again.
I gotta try.
Costas Greek Eateries at 1940 Northeast 49th Street in Pompano. It's just west of Federal Highway, a little bit north of Sample Road. Go onto the website, CostasGreekEateryPizzeria.com, to check out their menu, and you could also order for takeout and delivery right there on their website. They're on all the major delivery apps. You better yet go in there and have a meal for yourself. Bring the whole family, because Costa will treat you like a long-lost relative. He'll smash a plate. He'll say, Oppa, and you'll have yourself a great time, get a great meal at a great price. Go to Costas, tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
I'm going to buy you a $2 ticket on the 5 in every race at Belmont today, since you hit 5 dogs. There must be some significance from the gods of gambling. All right, we're going to come back. More Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. That was spectacular. Hope you guys got the video. If you're listening to the show on WWNN or just catching the audio portion, definitely look at the archive on the video. I don't know that there's been a more spectacular hot dog eating competition in the history of Nathan's. When Kobayashi and Chestnut were like toe-to-toe, it still wasn't as good as just the one-on-one, man versus time and man versus stomach, exhibited by Mike Mayo. All right, we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Shame. All right, so it's a combo break, guys.
Hey, it's Mike Mayo here for my friends at Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. 2500 Griffin Road, just west of 95, in Dania and Fort Lauderdale. They've been there a long time, over 70 years, the Studiali family. They know how to take care of you. They have steaks, seafood, and so much more. It's old school hospitality and a relaxed, nice setting. They have the bar. They have Monday, Tuesday half-price wine night. They have all kinds of great specials. And they also have a butcher shop now that you could buy your meats anytime, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Throw it on the grill at home. They're great cuts of meat like the filet mignon, 10-ounce barrel cut, all kinds of goodies there. And, of course, the dining room, it can't be beat. They have the early bird special every day at 4:30 to 5:30. They're open daily except Sunday until 10 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and tell them Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like pizza? I mean, who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale. A little bit hard to find in that Riverside Park neighborhood, but totally easy to love. They've got Connecticut New Haven style of pizza in a wood-fired brick oven. It's run by a team of Wade and Reese. They opened about a year ago. It's a great place. Great pizzas, subs like chicken parms, meatball appetizers, salads, very relaxed setting, casual, outdoors, all outdoors, picnic tables. You won't even feel like you're in Fort Lauderdale. Go there. They have pickup, takeout. Call 754-779-7788. That's 754-779-7788. Pizza Spot. They're open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, closed on Mondays. Tell them that Mike Mayo and Defo sent you. You like really good seafood, but maybe not in a fancy place? Even Keel Fish Shack. That's the place for you. I know it's the place for me, too. It's at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea. It is a place for elevated food in a casual beachfront setting. They have good drinks. They got a great vibe. The chef owners, Brad and Dave, they come from a fine dining background. They had the original Even Keel Fish in Fort Lauderdale, but they moved over to this place in the last year. It is perfect. They're open every day for lunch and dinner. They also have brunch Friday through Sunday at noon. They have drink specials every day. They have happy hour 4 to 7 Monday through Friday. Some of the greatest deals around. You get the grilled oysters, 4 of them for $5. You can't beat that. All their food, the grilled octopus, the bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls. They have fish specials. They also have burgers and hot chicken sandwiches for the landlubbers out there. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack. Tell them Mayo and Defo sent you.
If you're looking for an honest place with great food and tremendous value, Costa's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria is the place for you. It's in Pompano Beach at 1940 Northeast 49th Street. It's just west of Federal Highway, just north of Sample Road, and it has not become my spot for Greek specialties like gyros, souvlaki, spinach pies, and pastitsio, that's the Greek lasagna, and also thin, crisp New York-style Greek pizza. You got to go try some of their specialty pies like the gorgonzola and spinach. Oh, it's worth a special trip. Costa is a great guy. He has Queens, New York roots, but he's been in business in Broward for a long time. He's a great guy. He'll throw a plate, say Opa, and greet and treat you like long-lost relative. Costa's is open every day for lunch and dinner. They're on all the major delivery apps. You can also dine in or take out. Go to Costa's Greek Eatery and Pizza, where everyone is family. Hey, it's Mike Mayo for my friends at Visit Lauderdale. This summer, enjoy the good life for less in Greater Fort Lauderdale with Lauder Deals. Great deals on dining, hotels, attractions, spas, and more, all summer long. Start planning your summer getaway online at visitlauderdale.com/deals and see all the ways you can save. From miles of golden beaches to food and drink specials to pampering at celebrated resorts, your dream summer vacation awaits. Shop Lauder Deals now at visitlauderdale.com/deals. All right. We're back to wrap up a holiday weekend edition of the Lunchbox on WWNN and South Florida Live. I hang my head in shame.
Oh, you should.
You should. No, I
mean,
think he should.
Lubie's, he's talking about you like you're Kevin Durant in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he failed.
I only put down 5 hot dogs in 10 minutes. It's a disgraceful showing for a
You need a
glutton
cut
like
man.
myself.
Actually, you tapped out early, which nobody expected.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's even worse. I am a quitter.
At least go to the time. At least slow down.
No, because if I did that,
tried,
Lubie,
they stuffed down one more.
There could have been fatal consequences. I know my body. You know what? What I've learned in my 56 years, and I think what Defo knows in his approaching 71 years. Happy birthday to Defo on Tuesday.
Don't pass your limit.
Is listen to your body. I tell my mother that all the time. I tell myself that all the time. And you know what my body was saying? Stop, you schmuck. You just don't eat anything.
A lot of people are questioning the validity and the credibility of that particular event, saying that maybe it wasn't on the level, that you were sandbagging, and that you purposely went slowly in the beginning. And that when you saw that you were going to eclipse the time,
that was my strategy. I thought I would be like do 3.5 in the first 5, and I would just close with a rush and be done at like 9 minutes.
But the slow pace never favors the closers. You know that.
No,
the slow pace. Like, hey, look at this. They're walking out there, right? You're going to be saying this later on this afternoon.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, I will be walking. I will be eating dinner tonight. I will be living life to the fullest on this great holiday weekend. And I want to wish you guys. You know what I'm.
Happy 4th, everyone.
You don't even know what you're talking about right now. I mean, you're speaking in tongues.
You want to have a hot dog for like 10 years.
I'm speaking in hot dogs. I'm speaking in Hebrew National.
They're going to have to strap you into a jacket later on. Did you have a cut man handy?
It's like MSG delirium. I don't know if they put MSG in those dogs.
Now, how many of those little hot dogs could you eat at like a
I don't want to know. Don't talk to me about eating hot dogs anymore. But I wanted to tell you, you know what I'm doing for the holiday on the 4th? I got invited to my friend,
not the ex-wife's house.
No, Dr. Tranicus, who's a big fan of. Well, he's a great surgeon, oncologist in town, and he's also a big fan of Kaizen, and he's the one who first turned me on to Kaizen sushi.
Oh yeah, oh nice.
But he's also a good eater. He is roasting a whole pig. He's doing a
that's great.
Yeah, that's always
on Monday. I got invited. He said, "Bring the swim trunks. They got a whole pool. There's going to be a big crew out there. Even Kui from high school.
What about Babes?
Takes a rare day off. I don't know about Babes. I will see. But I invited Michelle and Natalia. If they're going to be back, I don't know if Natalia has to work.
Well, that'd be a mistake if you were going to be out at the pool there. I mean,
but anyway, we didn't get into the whole
after the hot dog eating contest.
We didn't get into the whole Dada debacle, but let me just give you a quick nutshell. They said they served the worst pasta I've ever seen. It should never have been served. I don't know how it got out to me. It got out to me very quickly.
Obviously by mistake.
But gorgeous place. I give it 5 out of 5 stars for the setting, the decor, lovely outdoor spot, great for a date. The indoor is like an old house, also a nice bar area. Service was great because they made things up, even though I didn't, I was not happy with the dish they served. It ended up the manager out there, who's a total sweetheart, and of course I forget her name right now, is Avani, and she ended up taking off the dish that wasn't good, ended up sending out dates, the good dates dish.
I think are
stuffed
excellent.
Dates, bacon wrapped dates, and that was good. I liked them. And they comped those. They took off the pasta, and then the chef came out. It turns out I knew him from a previous stop of his. He apologized. He said that he wasn't in the kitchen and that should never have gone out, and he gave me a replacement pasta to bring home. Did no charge. I took it home, much better, edible, but I can't eat anything now for the next 12 to 24 hours.
Right, so scratch the Cuban sandwich on the way.
One programming note starting on Monday next week. Well, first of all, happy vacation next week. Defo is going to be gone next week. It's me and Lubie, and again, we're going to be streaming live every day at noon on the South Florida Live channels on Facebook and YouTube. The radio show is going to be airing a little later on in the day, 8 p.m. We're going to be calling it Lunchbox at night because we're all a little mixed up. But we'll be hearing the Everyday's show at 8 p.m. on WWNN and all their FM stations up and down the coast. We're expanding up into the West Palm Beach and I guess Jupiter areas too, so that's exciting. And tune in Monday. We're going to have a replay. We're all going to take the day off. We're going to replay this debacle. No, we're going to hear it again.
People need to see this
radio history. So everybody have a great, safe 4th of July weekend. And until we see you again on Tuesday, remember to enjoy every sandwich,
every hot dog too.
Happy birthday,
and every